Hey, it's Ryan Solis here. Today, I want to talk to you about mold control around air vents. This is a very common place for mold to grow, especially if you live in a humid area. Mold can be harmful to human health, especially to those who have weaker immune systems. They also break down the surface it grows on, so it's essential for you to clean up this mold when you see it. This is a picture of a moldy air vent from a bathroom ceiling. Bathrooms are a very common place for mold to grow because of the high humidity. You've got to kill it after cleaning it up, or it will grow back in no time. Here's an example of another moldy air vent from a living room. Sometimes it is quite difficult to clean off all the mold in between the grills. If that's the case, you can opt to buy and replace the air vent grill from a home hardware store. In all of these cases, mold is always triggered by excess moisture. You've got to get rid of the moisture problem before you can get rid of the mold problem once and for all. When it comes time to kill the mold and mold spores, I like to use fungicides, which are non-toxic. Mold control experts these days do not recommend using bleach, which is a traditional mold-killing substance, because it is toxic to people, and it is not really effective in killing mold spores on rough and porous surfaces. Fungicides work best in these types of surfaces. To give you an example, here's a surface with some mold growing on it. This is a moist surface, so you first got to try it out and keep it dry. Next, spray the surface with the fungicide. I like to use the brand Concurrium because I found it's the most effective one out of the several brands I've tested. Be generous with the spray and flood the area with the mold control liquid. Here's a close-up view of what happens to the mold spores. Even though this liquid is non-toxic, it can kill the mold spores by crushing them. This is the wetted mold spore. Once that liquid dries, it shrinks and mechanically crushes the mold spores, which are kind of like seeds that grows the mold. Once those spores are crushed and dead, the mold is not going to grow back as long as you keep the area dry.